Hey, if anybody ever deals with pests and little buggies around our house, they can be very annoying. We need an expert to talk about it. We brought somebody in. Stay tuned for this one, everybody. Welcome everyone to the Your Little Castle Show, highlighting those leaders in our community who are making a difference in our little corner of the world right here. We're based out of St. Louis, Missouri. We have guests who come in from all around the country. We found an expert here locally to talk to us about these little pests that we have around our house. Now, we're not talking, we have our beautiful dogs and cats. Those guys can be a little bit of a pain sometimes, but we're talking about the real pests. Ants.
Yes.
Termites. Roaches.
Oh gosh,
What are the biggest ones you deal with that you?
Probably roaches are the hardest to deal with.
Are they really?
They are.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, we brought our expert Lauren Campbell, and she's going to talk to us about this. First, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, because Carroll House has been a wonderful sponsor, because you like nice things in your little castle, and you might have a little castle that has been maintained from our bothersome pests by our guests here, and they've got a very unique name. I like what they've got here, what they've done here. D&K Pest Control, based out of St. Louis, Missouri. So with that, we're going to put up, they've got an Instagram, they've got a bunch of reviews, they've got a website. We're putting it out here for everybody to see so everybody can learn about what to do to handle pests and somebody that can take care of the pests problems that you may have. So with that, Lauren, welcome to the Your Little Castle Show.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, we do have these pesky critters creeping around. This time of year, they start to come out. The cold weather just ended.
Yes.
Is this when they start to come around now?
Yes. Spring, I even say in the spring and fall, they're two main. I recommend twice a year for sure.
Okay, so this time of year, the cold weather, they get froze, they go and they hide. Where do they go? They hide in the creeks and crevices and warm places they can find.
Yes, they want to get from the cold inside to get warm.
Okay, and so when the cold weather breaks and it starts to warm, now they start going everywhere, and you'll see them inside and outside.
Yes.
And that's when you really have to kick it in and do what you do.
Yes, if you take care of it ahead of time, you could be preventative before they get there.
Okay, yeah, because they tend to multiply and they get in the right environment where they can do that.
Yes.
Then that'll be a bigger problem to deal with, and that's not what we're looking for. But why did you decide to get into this industry?
So Mike, Kevin, and I, we decided to get in this industry. I had an unfortunate situation happen to me in February of 2023. My mother unfortunately passed away.
Sorry.
And her best friend, Karen, her father ran CBS Pest Control for over 50 years, and she was ready to retire. So when that happened, we decided to purchase the business from them to keep their legacy going and rebrand it with D, representing my mother's name, Debbie, and K, Karen, Pest Control.
Well, that is that's exciting. So then, a great, well-established business that you said we can rebrand a little bit and,
yes,
and take what was built and continue on.
Correct.
And the gentlemen that you were mentioning, are they in studio here with us?
They are in here.
Okay. What were their names again?
Mike and Kevin.
Mike and Kevin, they're in the building. They've just been hired as my production assistants here today, by the way.
They're doing great.
They're doing great. They're going to take some pictures and have some fun. And if we need any help, we'll yell and say, hey, what do we do for this? But thanks, you guys, for coming in here to spend a little time. Now, how long have you been involved with this industry? You've decided this is 2.5 years now. You've been doing this.
Yep.
And this is what you decided. This is the path you wanted to go down.
Yes.
Why did you? I mean, are pests something I know you got the connection with your mother, but it had to be something you also understood as a business that you can help people with, I guess, as well. Would you say?
Yes. Well, I did go to school for organizational leadership and business administration, but we all have had jobs, and our strong work ethic working with people, we like to make a difference, even the smallest in someone's life, and interacting with them, building a relationship with them is what drives us and brings us some passion.
So a lot of professional help from here, from others who have a professional background,
yes,
to be able to help you run this and launch the company. And so it's been 2.5 years now. Things have been going well.
Yeah.
I just noticed we were looking for reviews. I'm like, holy cow, they've got 50 reviews already, all 5 stars. We're going to talk about that just a little bit here in a minute. But obviously, now what's it like having business partners that have that kind of background? Do you each serve different duties within the company? Who does what roles?
Yes, we all serve something different. Mike, he's our lead technician who goes out and sprays and interacts with the customers daily. I was making phone calls, scheduling the appointments, doing the administrative work, and Kevin's our marketing communications person behind the scenes, and then we're all owners together.
And a 3-part ownership to make sure that everything gets run in equal shares so that you guys can equally distribute the duties and responsibilities
Yes.
that go into that. What's it like having 2 other gentlemen that have got a background in business that can help you to run this?
Their feedback is very important. Everyone has different outlooks on things and does things different ways, and I know for sure my mind goes one way and they have an easier way to do things, and it just show me how to do it, and I'm more happy to do it.
Is that true, guys? She jumps in and listens, and you guys, we're getting thumbs up from the guys here too. There we go. I've got wireless mics and other mics we could run over. We haven't done that, but that's awesome. So, well, it looks like you've got a good team, and a team is essential. I mean, it's hard to do everything on your own. You guys have talked to my assistant, Dawn, and boy, it's just so many critical roles. There's just not enough time in the day, and when you have somebody that can help you to do so. Now, what do you find most important about the role you have? Because administratively, getting the tasks documented and booked, scheduled, that's really important. Have you feel like you've been able to contribute from your role?
Absolutely. You got to stay on top of it, especially making the calls. I think, especially us first taking over, building those relationships and phone calls with people and them hearing our story and why we took over. It has been big on building our relationship to get their business with us.
Yeah, tell me what is it like taking over somebody else's business? You got to get to know the customers.
Absolutely.
But you already have a big customer base. That's got to be a little bit of a relief. What's it like getting to know all your customers?
Yeah, so it wasn't guaranteed for them to come with us. Obviously, they can recommend us since we're essentially just taking over, but we had to build that relationship. I had to speak with them. Mike has to go out there and do the job, not just this is a transactional fee that we're doing. No, we go out there and really treat them like they're our family and want to take care of their problems.
Yeah, so there is another proving ground, essentially. And you get some questions from some people saying, all right, well, tell me why I should stick around with you. And then what do you think some of the best decisions you've made to get them to stick around with you?
Well, the biggest thing that we offer compared to the other ones are we don't require you to sign a contract with us. If you need us one time, we can service you one time. If you want regular maintenance, you can do that. And if we have you scheduled and you don't need it, that's fine too. We'll just schedule you another time when you do need us.
So yeah, that commitment that a lot of people demand with regard to a contract, that scares off a few people.
Yeah.
And you've decided that that's a strategy you like now. Was that a policy that you had before, or is that a new policy you guys decided?
No, it was continuing from what CBS did. Obviously, he ran this for 50 plus years and started going door to door, and it worked for them. And I like that route compared to others because a lot of people don't need it all the time, and we're customer driven and want to please them.
Customer driven, want to make sure and take care of your customers. And that contract is something that will scare a lot of people. I know that. Say,
Yeah.
what am I signing and how long is this for and what kind of commitment and why do I need this?
Yeah.
And you've decided to take the high road, if you will, confidence in your services that you guys provide. So with your, he says, is it Mike and Kevin, right?
Correct.
You've got confidence in they're going to be able to get the task done and bring in the business for you that'll keep it going.
Yes, that with them, our service with our customers, no contracts, and then we also keep our prices affordable for others as well.
That's pretty cool. Affordability, one of the keys out there, everybody. We've learned that too with our business and what we do to help people. But what part of the area do you service most? You're based out of St. Louis. What areas do you feature and what areas do you like?
Yeah, so we service Florissant, Hazelwood, Creve Coeur, Maryland Heights, go all the way out to Lake St. Louis, Wentzville, Festus, go to Ladue, all over St. Louis.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you're going down to a little bit of Festus, I played some baseball down there as I grew up as a kid playing at Lutheran South. We lost to Festus in the sectionals, right? And then out to, do you go as far as Wentzville?
Yep.
You know, Lake St. Louis?
Yes.
Fenton?
Yes.
Chesterfield?
Yes.
Okay. Do you go?
Baldwin.
Okay. Anywhere on the over the Illinois side?
No, so we are only licensed in Missouri, so we are not licensed to go over in Illinois. That would be something we could definitely look into getting licensed to be able to serve Illinois. That would definitely expand our business as well.
Yeah, well, given the area that you do cover, that's 2/3 of the St. Louis area, which is already about 3 million people. So you've got a good 2 million population base to start with, and it looks like you've established yourself there pretty well and doing very well, getting a lot of great reviews. And that's something we talk about, because getting reviews is something that isn't as easy for most people to understand how important it is. And when we looked you guys up, I'm going to put this up on the wall for everybody. We looked this up, we're like, holy manoli. There's some people who pay attention to reviews, and some people do not. But you've had a lot of people say very nice things about you. I'm just going to randomly grab one. I know it won't be less than a 5-star review, because everybody's giving you a 5-star review. That's got to make you feel kind of good.
Absolutely.
Let's jump down here. I highly recommend D&K Pest Control. The winds whom run it.
I think it's supposed to be the ones.
The ones, there it is. The ones who run it is delightful and kind, and has an incredible motive and staff, and self-efficient, respectful, and kind, as I am thankful my home is now pest and bug free. That's from Juliana. Juliana, how does that make you feel? I mean, somebody spending the time there to write that out, and you've got a bunch of people who've contributed like that. Some people up to 264 reviews they've done, and they included you with what they did.
Yeah,
Good feedback for you? Does it make you feel good?
Absolutely. I definitely, whether it's good or bad, I want to take the feedback and continue to improve. Even with 5 stars, there's always a way to grow and get better.
Yeah,
be more efficient with things.
That's a great point you make there, because there are times when you do have something, and it wasn't expressed on any of your reviews, obviously, but you took care of the issue that might have arisen prior to that happening. And so there's been a time or two when you had somebody like, wait a minute, I still have a question, or this got missed. You've learned to take care of that problem, and then you can continue to keep the good quality relationship with your guests.
Absolutely. There's been times where we get called for one job, and Mike goes and services that, and while he's there, since he is doing his job thoroughly, he finds another job and handles that, and they're appreciative and thankful that they didn't even know they had that problem, and we treated it for them.
There we go. I like that, proactively going out and making sure that things do get addressed as well. That'll earn you those 5-star reviews.
Yes.
And help grow the business a little bit, but more than anything, looking out. And I guess it would be cheaper for them too, because it might be more costly for them to wait for you to leave, come back, schedule, and then you got to set up a whole other appointment. But when you're already on site, you can just take it on and there's not as much of the trip charge costs that go into that as well.
Absolutely. But we do offer a 30-day guarantee as well with our products. So if we come and spray and then you're still having pests in a certain area, call us back within those 30 days and we'll come and spray those areas again for you for free.
There you go. How about that, everybody? If you have a problem and it doesn't seem to be resolved yet, 30 days. They can come back at any time and say, I need it to be addressed, and no extra charge for that.
Correct.
That'll be a good way to take care of your customers as well. And it looks like you guys, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out anything you're not doing right. It looks like you got it all figured out here, and you've got the dedication and time, and you decided to do this for the right reasons, taking over another business. What has been one of the biggest challenges? A lot of people, when you start from fresh, then it's all you. When you've taken over somebody else's business, what were some of the things you learned a little bit about when you took over a business that was already running?
Like I said, having to build that relationships with all those people, make all those calls at initial, that took a lot of time to call all those customers and introduce ourselves and let them know that they were still going to be taken care of just as well that they did before.
Okay, yeah. Well said, everybody. And she knew the answer to that one, because that's something you've dealt with. And you're the director of administration, so you've had a lot of that to handle.
Yes.
Guys, she's doing a great job.
She's doing awesome.
She's doing awesome. There we go. You can probably hear that, guys. You can hear that on our mics. Well, we appreciate it. That's exciting to hear the positive feedback, not only from your customers, but also from the guys you work with. And you've got a heck of a team going here. With that, we're going to share a little bit about our fun in the community. We get to hang out with a lot of fun people in the St. Louis area. So stay tuned here and check out some of our excitement out of Busch Stadium. Giddy up. All right, everybody, we get to hang out with a lot of cool fans. Logan and I have become buddies here over the last, it seems like a really, really long time.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, it's coming up on it.
But the restaurant world, you get to meet all kinds of fun people. What do you enjoy most about Cardinals and the Cardinal games?
You know, they're always exciting. They're always beautiful with the backdrop of the city and everything. They're always fun. They're always electric. So it's always a good time at the Cardinals games.
You think that the Cardinals bring that positive energy? It's just something to help people understand and be entrenched in the whole St. Louis spirit. I mean, it seems like it's formed around the Cardinals. When you and I were talking a little bit the other day, you sent me a text like, where should we sit? What do we get to? We're all connected that way. You know, you get your friends that are Cardinals related. You know, you got a friend, somebody you can talk to and talk about the fun stuff.
Absolutely. No, it didn't even matter. I mean, I was sitting kind of drenched in the Cubs over there, and I know there's a little bit of rivalry, but it was all fun spirit. Everyone had a good time. It was 100 whatever degrees today, it felt like, but everyone was sweating together, having a good time, watching some good baseball.
Well, there's nothing better than watching a Cardinals-Cubs game right here at Busch Stadium. Can I ask who you were cheering for?
I'm an opposite of the Cardinals. They didn't pull it out, but it's all right. They'll get them next time.
Smart man here, everybody. Hey, stay tuned. Cardinal Cowboy, get up.
His name is Carter Rathwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwish was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle Show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there you have it, everybody. And you get to see, I mean, it's just fun being the Cardinal Cowboy, getting to meet so many fun people in our community. And we got the whole team here today, everybody. Mike and Kevin are off set over here, and then Lauren doing a great job answering all my tough questions. They've got the cameras going, taking pictures here too. But get to see that beautiful logo there. It is the D&K Pest Control logo right there on the screen behind us. And so taking over a company, a little bit of a change to the name, is that right?
Yes.
And then decided to keep this thing and run with it after a great connection you had with the previous owner. But let's do a quick cost analysis. I mean, there's a lot of people. I can go to the big box store and I can buy some pesticide. I can buy some ant stuff or whatever I get. What are people, I guess that's one way to do things, but you would recommend do this professionally the right way because these bugs tend to come back if they're not treated right. What are some of the reasons people should pay for a service to get this done that you offer?
Well, the stuff that you buy at the store, the product isn't as strong, which is why Mike, our technician, has to get a license in order to use the products that we service with. Our products are safe for pets and kids, so it's not harmful, but it is stronger than what anyone can go buy, and he has to be licensed and know how to go through training and know how to apply it.
Wow, okay, so there's a lot more that goes into it. Mike, is that a lot of responsibility?
It is, but it gets under control. We'll get used to it.
All right, with great power comes great responsibility. So he's got some potent stuff here, but you're saying this stuff can be quite a bit more effective because now you're getting the right, more powerful dosages that will actually take care of the problem. If they buy stuff at the store, you're spraying it, and you may never get the problem taken care of.
Correct. Our product, for instance, just basic spray that you spray around all the parameters of your house. You have to, there's a certain quantity you use and you dilute it with water, but it's stronger than the whole thing that you buy at the store.
So you're going to spend more money and you're going to have to do a lot more work.
Correct.
It must be, but it's better and more effective to get somebody that does this professionally, and they can do this with the right dosages.
Yes.
Is there the potential that somebody might do the dosage wrong on their end and they cause problems or poison things, or maybe you have to watch out for their kids and infants and pets too if they're not applying it correctly?
I don't think, to be honest, I don't think what they would sell as far as the spray could do that, but if they were definitely trying to treat for something more like mice or things, their cats or kids could get in, and that definitely could poison and harm them. But our stuff is just stronger and will take care of the bugs for you.
Yeah, and to make sure that it's applied in the right ways,
Correct.
places in the right ways, professionally. Well, by now a lot of people are going, all right, this sounds like you know what you're doing. Why should tell me though? Why should somebody choose you as opposed to some of the other companies that are out there, or trying to do it on your own?
Again, like I had mentioned earlier, we are just customer driven. We love to build that relationship with our customers and treat them like family. We have no contracts and our low prices.
Low prices, no contracts, and take care of it like family kind of
Absolutely.
thing. And really know what you're doing from a professional standpoint. What do some of the other competitors do out there that people should be wary of? Don't name any names, of course, but what are some of my dad told me this one. Tell me if this is true. They kind of want to treat the problem to a large extent, but they want to have a reason to keep coming back. And
Yeah.
is that a method to keep reoccurring business, but not necessarily the best way to treat things?
Yeah, I think a lot of businesses may just spot treat instead of literally, I want you to go down all of my baseboards around my whole house. They just spot treat, so the bugs ain't really getting taken care of. So then you're going to need me to come back and do it again.
Okay, because just because you can't see them doesn't mean that they're not there. And if they're close, you might as well treat the whole region.
Correct. And if they walk across the product, they should die.
Okay.
But
And that way-
sometimes they don't spray everywhere, so they're not coming across the product.
yeah, they might have been out hunting at the moment, so then they come back.
Exactly.
And you don't see them, so they come back and they say, hey, everybody's not here, but hey, I made it, and they'll move over and find a new place not too far from there and infest another area.
Right.
Just down the street from, just around the corner, if you will, inside your house, and to further extend their longevity as little creatures of survival. What kind of certifications or what kind of qualifications? You talked about Mike has to have a special certification or license, or
yes.
what is that about? And tell me more about what it takes to.
He had to go through training, so he did training and works with CBS prior to us taking over. So with that training, he then had to get his commercial license, which was a very big test that he had to take. So he had to learn all kinds of things about every type of insect, how they multiply, how to treat them, how to combine the product to treat things. Like, he has to know all certain EPA numbers that are on each product. There's a lot that goes into it, more than just going out and spraying.
Okay, Mike, she's giving you a lot of credit there. That's a lot of stuff that goes into this. It sounds like you've got to be kind of a mad scientist to make sure that you mix the wrong things with the wrong stuff. Poof, we get an explosion. We're not looking to blow things up, but that's with the years of experience. Mike, how many years of experience do you have now?
4.
Okay, so you've been doing this for almost a half of a decade, and so you've got hasn't blown up anything yet. Right?
No.
But very many happy customers, and look at that full 50 different reviews from 50 different customers, all giving a 5.0. How often was Mike involved with the list of customers you've got out there? Probably
All of them.
All of them. Mike, your role is very important here. Keep up the good work. All right. Tell me then, as we finish up here, we got a couple minutes left, but give me some of the benefits that you feel you offer by being a local small business and a small business owner.
What makes us happy is, like, we all grew up in St. Louis, so we love to serve St. Louis and our community that we grew up in.
Yeah, being a part of this little community right here, everybody kind of knows everybody.
Yeah.
And then as a small business owner, do you feel like you get to pay a little bit closer attention to what's going on, and you can better resolve and address issues that a customer may have?
Absolutely. But being smaller, we can give you more attention, but we do want to grow and still be able to offer that same service with other employees that we need to service and treat. The bigger we are, we're still going to treat everything the same.
And so then with the technicians you've got, they do a job, but you get to know the technicians they've got, right? Mm-hmm. Mike has serviced most all of your clients, or a large majority. Mike, you get to know these people, is that true?
Yes.
And really get to develop relationships. And that's what St. Louis is kind of known for. We're the biggest small town, if you will, in the country, and everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows what you've done.
What high school you went to?
What high school you
everything.
went to.
That's the biggest question.
That's the biggest question. Do you want to answer that one?
I went to Hazelwood West.
Hazelwood West. Okay, I went to Lutheran South. Mike and Kevin?
Hazelwood West.
What?
Jennings.
Jennings, okay, and Hazelwood West. Well, there you go. You know, when everybody can name off the top of their head, we all go, yep, I know that high school. That everybody gets to know each other very closely in such a tight-knit little community that we have here. And tell me then, what time of year is the worst part of the year? Are pests around year-round, or do they come out, like we talked about, they're about to come out again because we got the cold weather. We had one of the longest streaks of below 32 degrees. So those pests are like, they don't, when it's freezing, they stay wherever they're at. But now they're starting to expand. Is it worse during the middle of the summer? Is it worse in the fall? When is the worst part of the year for everybody?
I honestly say spring and summer. Spring, like you said, we're getting out of the cold, so they're coming out. So spring, March, April, and then summer you're dealing with other things like ants and mosquitoes. We do offer lawn service treatments for mosquitoes. So it's pretty much all year round, but I think the worst would be spring, summer.
Okay. And they get that song. I hear that song, I'm coming out. I'm coming out today. And listen, when these bugs, they infest and they literally will take over a backyard. One of my most despised critters are those mosquitoes.
Yeah.
What you talked about a lawn treatment. What does that mean exactly? Now, is that a spray or is it something that releases in the yard, or what's the best way to treat mosquitoes?
It is a spray. So I recommend it, like if you're gonna have, or if you're outside a lot and like to hang out outside, or you're going to have a barbecue or something, it's a lawn treatment. We literally go across your whole yard, front and back, with a product that will kill the mosquitoes.
Okay, so it'll allow them to, if they come in contact with it at any point after it's been sprayed, and it'll last for how long does that treatment last?
30 days.
30 days, there we go. And then, so you're good for a third of a month. Do you need to come back again and apply it sometimes at the end of the summer? Or?
Yes, if you want, like, we offer a discount, like if someone wants it in the summer months, because no one likes mosquitoes. So we offer, if you do it consecutively, if you want your lawn sprayed every month for the months of the summer, we offer it at a discounted rate. Or if, like I said, if you know you're going to be having an event or something, I would recommend us coming to spray that.
And take care of it as often as necessary to do that. I still have a new joke, I think, but that is, you're like, if you wanted to be mean to somebody that was violent, you're like a mosquito. Nobody likes you, right? Is there anybody that likes mosquitoes?
No.
I'm like, who's the friend of a mosquito? I cannot think of one person out there that's actually good friends with any mosquitoes. One of the most annoying pests. But you've got the whole gamut of bugs and pests. Mice, beetles, roaches, ants. Ants seem like they never go away. What's the best way to deal with ants?
Well, Mike is really good at finding the source of them. You got to search and find the trails where they're coming from, not just see, okay, well, here they are. Yeah, you have to find the source where it starts and attack it there. We have ant gel or granules or spray that we can use to treat them.
All right, there we go. Lauren Campbell, everybody, an expert with her friends and business partners, Mike and Kevin, in studio with me. We're going to ask them to stick around for another half an hour because I want to get into some of the nitty-gritty about how you deal with this. I've seen ants come across the countertop, across the floor, over to the sink. I don't know how they got there. It's whenever I left food out. Stay tuned for more, everybody. We're going to figure this stuff out. Giddy up.